This is Luke Paulson, the Catholic Conservative, and welcome to the news of the week for
August 19th, 2023.
And if you enjoy these videos, do not forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more.
Lack of a Maui response. There are a lot of fires that are being blamed on climate change.
Climate change, a definition so broad that it can describe any weather phenomena.
The one that has caught the attention of America is the devastating fire in Maui. In an ideal world, the states and the people via the 10th Amendment would be able to keep their money. Instead of sending it to Washington, it would remain with the states and the people respectively. Then we could deal with our own problems rather than depending on the rich men north of Richmond. Instead, we have high taxes and government operatives that are not locally accountable. When asked how he was going to deal with this fire in Maui, Brandon ignored reporters all week and refused to answer any questions. However, his spokesperson, Korean Affirmative Action Hire, assured us that he was doing everything. His handlers probably do not want him to say anything that will embarrass them, and so he was told not to speak. This is what happens when you have a puppet in the White House. President Trump would have sent aid right away and would have gone there himself. Locals are saying that a land developer wants the property and is trying to buy them out. I also heard that when the firefighters got there, the hydrants were not working, and that police are preventing people from evacuating. The strike must continue. As of this recording, the strike in Hollywood is still going on. I say let it go on and never stop. The less propaganda that they produce, the better off we will all be. Hollywood executives are using AI in the likenesses of the actors to create movies without them. This supposedly stems from how expensive it is to create these movies. However, the fact that not as many people are watching because of the aforementioned propaganda cannot be overlooked. The actors want to be paid enough to live on, but they do not have to live in mansions and have private security. They are dancing monkeys at best. Best Buy Discriminates. It is no secret that the corporate world is full of propaganda just like Hollywood. Best Buy in particular decided that they would offer a promotional opportunity to their employees. The only catch is that the opportunity is not available to anyone with a low melanin concentration. Or in layman's terms, they are guilty of anti-whiteism. However, this discrimination was not enough for the company. Next, Geek Squad offices needed to put up all sorts of LGBT imagery and give LGBT lectures. What does this have to do with fixing computers?
Only Poppins would know.
One employee who came forward asked to have a Bible on his desk or a cross on his wall. This was strictly forbidden because it was discriminatory. The official reason is that you can choose your religion, but you cannot choose to lead a sinful lifestyle. My phrasing, not theirs. Either way, thanks to OMG News, we have this story. And so I may seek a different company to do business with next time. Emergency over immigrants. The Democrat governor of Massachusetts declared a state of emergency. And the Democrat mayor of New York wants Brandon to declare a state of emergency. What is it about this time? Apparently they have more illegals than they can practically care for. Now they know what border towns have to deal with every day. Abbott and other Republican governors have been sending these illegals to sanctuary cities. This designation was in name only as they did not want to actually take people in. All of this because Brandon shipped the illegals all over the country by military aircraft and refuses to build the wall that even President Clinton supported building. I have no sympathy for those Democrats. They brought this on themselves. The passport bros. A recent survey amongst high school seniors showed something interesting. Boys were more likely to be conservative, and girls were more likely to be liberal. Combine this with the fact that men over here are tired of dealing with feminists and are getting brides from Europe, and liberal ideology may actually be extinct before long.
One can only hope.
Since the Democrats insist on killing off their future supporters in clinics, and a lot of these illegals are not blindly following the Democrats, the only thing keeping the liberal nightmare alive are rich people in government, Silicon Valley, and Hollywood. No Oscar for Oppenheimer. When Oppenheimer was first announced to the public, liberals already got into a hissy fit. Not because it was about a weapon of mass destruction that changed history forever. Apparently the cast of a movie based on a historical event was not diverse enough. Now we know that Hollywood as a general rule has no qualms against blackwashing characters and plots. So it would make sense that they would want to rewrite historical figures as well. Oppenheimer did not comply, and so it may not get an Oscar. Now, I would like to point out that I do not care about a bunch of rich people giving each other awards. However, there are new rules for being nominated for an Oscar. You have to have a diverse cast. This is code for straight white men need to be scarce on set. Anti-whiteism has no limits. Lawyer music video. Lawyers are generally looked down upon until someone needs them. They are thought of as corrupt money grabbers. OMG has revealed footage of a fundraiser for the law firm Coons and Fuller. In said video, the lawyers danced in satanic clothing and bragged about stealing from their clients. Officially, this was a parody. However, if any other profession did a number like this, then again, using satanic imagery is apparently the new popular thing to do. I have no idea where this firm is, but I would not use their services if I was in the area. Yet another indictment. President Trump has been indicted yet again. Like the others, this has no grounds, but even if it did, there is something very fishy that happened. The exact words of the grand jury indictment, to the letter, were released on the official website before the grand jury made their decision. If you want to see what will happen in the real world, see what Hollywood put out a few years ago. Does anyone remember this scene from Arrow?
For immediate release. My thoughts and prayers are with the Queen family in the aftermath of this unspeakable tragedy.
So he worked up a press release after Moira was killed?
No, he didn't. He wrote that the day before Moira died.
She's right. Look at the timestamp.
Oh my God.
Sebastian knew Slade was gonna kill her.
When this news broke, it is the first thing that I thought of. Georgia is a state where Project Veritas exposed that voter registration was being done illegally. All President Trump wanted to do was confirm that the votes were legitimate. He was indicted for questioning an election while not being a Democrat. Not allowed to adopt. There are roughly 2 times as many couples wanting to adopt as there are children that are aborted. This means that there is actually an absence of children. In the words of Mother Teresa, how can there be too many children? That is like saying there are too many flowers. A Catholic couple in Massachusetts has been denied the opportunity to adopt. What is the reason that this blue state would not allow parents to adopt children that need help the most? The couple would not agree to transition the child if said child wanted this. In other news, they will probably not let the child smoke, drink, get a tattoo, or gouge out an eye. Naturally, the couple is suing and I wish them all the best. Proud of removing an ethnic group. This footage is starting to make the rounds again.
I have the distinct honor to be able to come before you and say I actually lost white population in my community. I lost them. They left. They left. I didn't ask them why. They left. So if you see 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 whites in my neighborhood, they're passing through. But that's on a serious note. We got 13,000 black elected officials in this country. We've had mayors, we've had governors, we have city council members. We need to get radical.
Okay, I added those sound effects. But other than that, it is the original footage. If a Republican or any elected official had said the same thing, but with reversed melanin concentrations, he would be cancelled by the woke mob before he could say one more word. Anti-whiteism means that you are allowed to discriminate against certain people, but they cannot discriminate against you. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that is just my opinion. Now don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more. But before you go, on the left I have last week's video, but you may also enjoy the video on the right.